I do walk my cat, and I have a joke about it. I think when people hear about me walking my cat, you imagine me walking down the street with my cat, and they're just
Versus
walking.
what else?
Versus what?
Walking down the Oregon Trail?
No.
What's up, Blair Bears? Just popping on to intro this episode. So excited for this episode. It is so much fun with one of my dear friends and hilarious comedian, actor, show creator, writer, producer, Chris Estrada. You know him from Hulu's This Fool, such a hilarious show. And also from being named to the official list of approved straight men by Frankie Quinones from his episode. So I can't wait for you guys to hear Chris. And thank you everyone who came to my shows in Portland last past weekend. You know, I love Portland. Such a special place in my heart for touring. It's just always such a joy every time I go. And then next up, I will have my shows in Toronto, August 7th through 8th weekend. This will be my first time in Toronto. So if you know anyone there, please tell them I'll be at Comedy Bar Danforth. And I'm really hoping people will come out. Then Washington, D.C., August 21st through the 22nd. San Francisco, September 4th. Cincinnati, September 11th through 12th. San Diego, September 16th. Raleigh, North Carolina, November 5th through 7th. And I will be adding more tour dates. That's probably likely as well. And yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much for the people who left reviews. Please, please, please leave a review. Each one, I am so, so grateful. We have broken the 200 mark and we need to get into the thousands mark as soon as possible. So if you could just leave a review, I love you forever. Thanks for listening, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. And yeah, have a great week. And thanks for listening and thanks for all your feedback. I'm just so grateful and appreciative for all of you. And I love you. Thanks.
Oh, what's up, Blair Bears? It's your boy Blair back for another extremely hard-hitting episode of Spaced Out with me, Blair, the big dog. You would not believe the treat that we have for you today. This man, extraordinary comedian, star, creator, producer, actor extraordinaire, Mr. Cat Dad himself, Chris Estrada, everybody.
Hey, come on. Long-time listener, first-time guest.
Just so you guys know, right before this started, he said, oh yeah, I've listened to some episodes. I said, sure. And then if you would believe it, it was 3 male episodes.
3 men episode. Like I told Blair, I support women doing podcasts. I don't support them as guests.
Ew. Now, this is going to be a really good interview. We're going to be challenging a lot of the status quo.
Yeah. I think I got a few questions for you, too.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not usually how it works, but we'll see. So, Chris, what's been up with you?
Not much. Just, doing stand-up and working, trying to stay busy,
Where are you working?
Writing. Like writing jobs, writing.
Oh, you have a writing job?
Well... Yeah, I have a writing job right now.
All right, you're being very vague, but I assume that's because you have incredible reasons.
Yeah.
How's your year going so far? Because we have just completed fiscal quarter 2.
It's been going good. I feel like you've made it better. I see you at the store quite often.
That's really nice.
I'm a big Blair Bear fan. And
oh, you're a Blair Bear?
Oh, yeah, I'm a Blair Bear.
Wow,
yeah.
Outing himself. No, I'm a Chris Estrada fan. I do, you have noticed, and probably some other people, I do enjoy making fun of you almost ruthlessly.
Very much so, yeah. I tell people it's because you have a crush on me.
They don't believe you.
They believe me.
They don't believe you.
I've been spreading that rumor.
First of all.
I spread that rumor. I tell people, I go, look, and when they make a big deal out of it, it's not a big deal. These things happen. I go, it's an innocent crush. it's like a work crush, and I tell people that, and they find
First
it
of all,
charming.
work crushes are bad. And as an autistic Italian person, there's nothing more important to me than loyalty. You have been in a long-time relationship with a lovely woman whom I respect.
Very much so.
Even if
We're
you,
married.
Yeah, even if you weren't happily married,
Yes.
I would never direct a crush at a male comedian coworker.
Yes.
Oh, so you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, he agrees.
I don't want to make you uncomfortable.
It didn't work.
No.
Fail.
Fail.
But no, it's just like you make it so easy for me to make fun of you. Sometimes I'm like, make it harder.
You're obsessed with this. Not an idea, but I do walk my cat, and I have a joke about it. And I think you have a vision of how I walk my cat, which I think when people hear about me walking my cat, you imagine me walking down the street with my cat, and they're just
Versus
walking.
what else?
Versus what?
Walking down the Oregon Trail?
No, so walking a cat is not like walking a dog. Cats don't normally like just walk like down the street. Like they stay in their area. So literally I'll put like her little vest on her and then her leash is attached to her vest, and I just let it go, and I follow her around as she does like laps or like kind of hangs around the apartment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's less of like a show pony thing.
Yeah, it's not a show pony thing. It's more of like take her outside, let her do her thing. Because then I feel bad because she's just stuck inside all day.
Sure. No, I appreciate that. It is so important to connect with the earth. And what's her name?
Baguette.
Baguette. She's French.
She's French. Yeah.
Multicultural household.
You know, one time she caught a bird and it freaked me out.
Why?
I was on my phone and
sounds like you.
Yeah, sounds like yes. I'm addicted to it. And then we were standing by some hedges and a bird flew by and I wasn't holding her leash and I just saw her jump up and she caught a bird with her mouth and brought it back down. And I was like, oh, what do I do? And then I didn't know what to do because I was like, do I let her kill the bird? That's not right.
But that's Darwinian.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was trying to hunt to give you a present.
Yeah. Well, she put the bird in her mouth alive and the wings were kind of sticking out. And she was walking back to the apartment to give it to my wife.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
so it wasn't even for you.
It wasn't even for me. That little this cat respects and appreciates me. Yeah. Much like Blair.
But I used to have because my parents kind of in like a rural area in San Juan, like there was a lot of wildlife, and we had like this warrior hunter gladiator cat that would like bring rabbits and birds and mice and leave it on our welcome mat. Is like, thank you. Here's a dead carcass. You know. Mm-hmm. They have an interesting way of showing their respect.
Yeah, they do. And then she was like taking it back to my wife, but then I just pulled on her leash and she dropped it and that bird fell out, looked around and then flew off. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
You know, it's like telling other birds, like smoking a cigarette, being like, you wouldn't believe where I was earlier today.
I saw my life flash before my eyes. I was in the belly of the whale, and
nuts.
Then I was released back into the wild. Well, I guess you never got your bird sacrifice.
Yeah.
Now, Chris.
Blair.
We like to start the podcast, and you know this from being a long-time listener.
Yeah.
With the Freako fact of the week.
Yep. I got my Freako fact.
Okay, I'll go first, and then we'll see what you brought. Okay, today's Freako fact is if you appreciate dark humor, you are more likely to be of higher intelligence and more emotionally stable than those who don't.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
That if you appreciate dark humor, you're smarter than most people?
Yeah, and more emotionally stable.
You know what? Probably, yeah. Because I'll tell you why. Because I feel like if you like dark humor, you're not thrown off easily.
Also,
you're a little more grounded, and you're like, as opposed to like, if you don't like any sort of dark humor, you're just like, I think you can be like emotionally broken easy.
Yes, or you're able to accept the realities of life in a way that makes you able to go forward more. Obviously, I'm very much in the trenches of this, like just accepting that going forward it's kind of like everything good I experience, like I already know the tragedy of life. So it's like beauty and tragedy all at once is like the truth of life for everyone.
Yeah.
Even
it
if
really
you
does.
haven't gotten there yet, that's like,
you're gonna experience beautiful moments and tragic moments in life. Is
yeah,
really-
or even post tragedy. It's like, even when everything is like, there's something amazing, like I'm still have like I've already experienced like the worst of the tragedy. So like that's still there.
Yes.
Also, there's a thing of understanding, like, I feel like dark humor, like, in the audience or something, it's like you can, the hard parts of life you can survive around somehow and, like, make light of it.
Also, I think you're a little more irreverent about life, too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is like I think that's it. That's totally true. Irreverent, like, because if you take, and I struggle with this, and thank God, I guess that I'm a comedian, because like I'm so sensitive. I take in everything so intensely. Like if I didn't experience making light of things, like I might get swallowed under.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's like a survival thing.
Yes, yeah. I think you're right because I feel like a lot of comedians are sensitive, though.
Yes,
I feel like most
totally.
comedians are crybabies.
Yeah,
I say that as a
crybabies.
crybaby. Yeah, I'm a crybaby.
Meow, what's your freako fact of the week?
Freako fact of the week is, and I was excited for this one, it was, and I don't know
I'll
if
be the
anybody-
judge of that.
Okay. Of how excited I am about my own fact. You'll be the judge of it. Yeah. You're a bully. You're a bully.
I am with only like certain people, though. There's certain people that really bring it out of me.
I bring it out in you for some reason.
Yeah.
Because I
Thank
just want to set
God.
the record clear before I go into my freako fact, is that oftentimes I would see you online make fun of men who have a lack of athleticism.
That feels good to me. Something I enjoy.
That's okay.
Especially being in the arts.
Yeah. So one time I saw you on a walk and I was on a walk. Or
Right.
I don't know. I was working with someone and I left their apartment and I saw you on a walk. And then there's times that I would see you and I'd be walking too, but I didn't say anything because I saw you were in the zone. And then I started joking that you saw me run. And then you've actually never seen me run.
It's funny that you inceptioned that into my mind.
Yeah, and I exception that into your mind that you've seen me run
And made fun of it.
and made fun of it.
But
Yeah.
now you're coming to the red table to make clarifications.
She's never seen me run.
I only saw you walk.
I have incredible form when I'm running.
I don't believe that really, but
I don't believe that either.
you know what was funny is that like I think or you had just been running or something. I never saw you run, but I was very clear to say, hey, he's running and I am walking my ass, shuffle slowly, geriatric around. So really I have nothing to be saying towards anyone, but it is fun for me.
I'm sure I'm a bad runner. There's no doubt in my mind that I have awful form when I'm running.
Oh, I can't relate at all. But what's your freako fact of the week?
Freako fact of the week is that a British chef named Charles Jughan, he survived the Titanic. He's one of the survivors. He was a baker, I think, and he survived it while being in freezing Atlantic ice water, ocean water, for 2 hours because he knew he wasn't going to get a boat, like a lifeboat. He was going to go down with the ship. So he drank a bunch of whiskey.
Whoa.
As this kind of like bon voyage, like goodbye
Right.
life. Downed a bunch of whiskey. He believes, and it's been said that whiskey heated him up and
Enough.
stopped him from getting onset hypothermia.
Whoa.
And he survived by finding something to hang on to
So,
for
like,
2 hours, and then they found him and he was alive.
was he actually trying to survive, or was he just? It was just he's like, f it, I'll just down this whiskey.
Yeah.
And then he was just like chilling on a thing, and then he survived from being a drunk.
Being a drunk, and they found him.
So we don't know if it was intentional or not.
I think he wasn't trying to survive. I think he said that he was drinking to being like, this is it.
Right.
If I'm gonna leave this earth, I'm gonna be drunk. And he just was drinking. And I think it's probably his nerves. I think he was probably like, let me chug some whiskey.
He's like, it'll
Yeah.
make the drowning go easier.
Yeah. And he survived it.
Whoa.
Amazing, huh?
The whole Titanic thing is so creepy now to think about it.
It is very creepy.
I don't know what, like,
I don't like, you know what I have? I have this habit of, it gives me deep anxiety, but for some reason, I'm addicted to looking at videos on Instagram of ships dealing with big waves.
Oh, have you ever had
It gives me anxiety
No.
when I look at it, but I can't stop.
Right.
Yeah.
And, this is, I'll just be honest with you, Chris.
Yeah.
It has been brought up on this podcast before, but No.
Oh.
No. One of the many mediums I've spoken to in the last year did tell me that I died in the Titanic.
Really?
Yeah.
Have I heard that in an episode before?
So you can imagine how deeply I relate to this story.
Yeah.
Because I didn't drink enough of the whiskey.
Wow.
So I decided to just do it sober, I guess. Yeah, they said I saved a little boy and then died. So that sounds like me.
That's beautiful, though.
I know.
Did they tell you about
I said, lady, really, 1912, huh? I came back pretty quick.
Yeah. Any other stories? Any other point in history where you were alive?
Not that I know.
Only
Another
that
one told me, though, that I was a soldier with my mom, though.
You were a soldier?
Like, we were best friends, and we were both soldiers.
And like male soldiers?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, I didn't think of that. So you can be different genders and different lives?
Uh-huh.
Wow, because you know what? The body is a vessel.
It is just a vessel for the soul.
For the soul.
Yeah, we are
That's true.
spiritual beings having a human experience.
Yeah.
If you've ever heard that one before. No, but I do hate that feeling, because I have been on, from a fishing family.
Yeah.
Saltwater, well, all the fishing, and just when a storm comes up and there's huge waves and it's so scary on a boat, but probably, past life trauma for
Yeah.
me, and everyone else was like, no, this is totally chill.
Yeah, it's chill.
Yeah. But I'm like, you don't actually know what happened in 1912 when they said the unsinkable ship
I know.
sank.
It is crazy. It does. The ocean freaks me out.
Yeah, me too. I
Yeah.
also do think there's aliens in there.
Yes, I think those are the aliens.
Yeah.
But I think sea life is the aliens, not aliens are in, aliens. I don't think aliens from outer space are in water. I think once you go so deep.
There's cities under there.
I don't think so.
Yeah, there's bases down there.
You think so?
I'm not sure. But who can say, really? I haven't seen it with my own eyes. I'm just surmising.
Yeah.
But it is crazy. And then just last point on the Titanic before we move on. There was what about that book that was written like that about it beforehand it was I'll have to look it up. Before it happened.
There was a book that somebody wrote about his ship, a cruise liner sinking, hitting an iceberg.
Yes, it was. Okay, so the Titanic was famously predicted by an 1898 novella titled Futility, or The Wreck of the Titan. The book features an unsinkable British ocean liner named the Titan that sinks in the North Atlantic in April after striking an iceberg, killing most of its passengers due to a lack of lifeboats. The similarities between the fictional ship and the RMS Titanic are considered one of the most eerie coincidences in history. The real-life Titanic sank 14 years later in April 1912.
They shouldn't have named it the Titanic.
Right.
But I feel like that's one of those things where it's is that a glitch in the universe, or is that just so common that ships did sink and icebergs were a real thing? So
but
it's
these
not
were
out
both
of the realm.
purported to be unsinkable, though. That was the first time in history.
That boats were unsinkable?
Well, it was advertised as unsinkable.
Oh, it was advertised. Yes, you're right.
And then also, I don't know, it's weird. It does give credence to the possibility of multiple parallel realities at once, because that's happened so many times over the years of unimaginable predictions that there's just no way.
That parallel reality stuff is the stuff that makes me kind of sad, because sometimes I think about it. I remember one time I almost got into a car accident, and then I said, what if I've now just entered the other reality where I lived, but there's a reality where I didn't live?
Whoa, what made you think of that?
Just because it happens, and then I just started thinking about I just go, man. And I think what made me sad was thinking the fact that I think this is the main reality and the other one are offshoots. But I go, but the person that lives in the other offshoot thinks this is their main reality.
Yeah, I guess all of them do.
Yeah, all of them
That's
do.
crazy. Did you see Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Yeah, I saw that. And then I saw, there's a few other movies like that at the time that were kind of coming out. And they all blew me away and they all made me kind of sad. But the idea of almost getting into a car crash and going, wow, I think I just it's crazy to think
Cheated
that.
death?
No, well, maybe I did die.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Right.
maybe I did die, and then in another reality.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
it kind of
freaking-
reminds me of like, Kurt Vonnegut, the writer.
Yes.
Yeah, he says everything's happening at the same time.
Right. Everything everywhere all at once.
Once, yeah.
The multiverse. Did you see
Multiverse.
the Spider-Man multiverse
Yeah,
one?
I did.
I saw that in one of those theaters where the seats shake and the water sprays at you.
Was that fun?
It was a lot. It
Yeah.
was a lot for my autistic ass.
Yeah, it overstimulated you, right?
Yeah. Okay, Chris. That was really good Freako Fact of the Week.
Thank
We're
you.
off to a good start so
Yeah.
far. Chris. Chris. What's your favorite thing about women?
My favorite thing about women, their strength. I could see the disdain behind the glasses. Okay, what's my favorite thing about women?
That's what I said, Chris.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I just asked you, and you know that.
That's true. And I've seen enough episodes to know that you asked this. And
That's probably a lie.
I have seen enough episodes. I've seen 3 episodes
Chris,
in
what's
total.
the answer?
Their perseverance.
Of what?
I feel like life can be unfair to
Word
women.
solid, huh? Wow, this guy calls a hawk of shit. Oh my God. Strength, perseverance. Perseverance of what? Their period?
No, just like, maybe life is harder for women. They persevere. They keep going.
If you started crying right now, this would be like 1 million views.
This would be 1 million views. I'm not going to cry. Let's see.
What's your favorite thing about your mom?
I think that she's had a hard life and she perseveres.
Okay.
I think
What about something about her?
about her, I
Her
like
personality.
is not being like perseverant. Is that not part of a
I'm
personality?
asking another thing.
Okay. You seem angry, but let's see. I think I like my mom has a funny sense of humor.
Oh, okay. Love that.
Yeah. And what I like about my mom is that she's not like she's kind of funny in the way that I think I was funny growing up, which is like, she's not like a clown. She's not like putting on a show or like,
Yeah.
But like between us, when somebody leaves, she'll say something funny to me.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of like, I feel like that's like you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see, like, I love your stand-up. I think you're
Yeah,
so
thank
funny.
you.
And I love, I love just like how, like kind of, there's like a brutality to your stand-up
Yeah,
that's
thank
so funny.
Oh, thanks.
Because it is a juxtaposition of you being such a nice guy.
Yeah.
So, but I don't feel like you're one of those comedians who's like trying to be the center of attention all the
No,
time.
no, I'm not.
And so that makes like, that's funny
Yeah.
because that sounds exactly like your mom is
Yeah.
like the same way.
Yeah, she's the same way, and I think she's funny that way, where she'll just like say funny things to me when people are gone.
Yes.
I think that's how I was funny growing up. Like, I wasn't a class clown, but I was the kind of guy that like, when somebody walked away, or I would say a smart ass thing to my
Sure,
friend.
that sounds about right. Nothing's ever sounded more right than that.
Let me ask you something.
Maybe.
Could I please
I'll
ask
see if
you
I allow
something?
it.
Yeah,
Depends.
Let me see if this will make final cut.
Oh, try it.
I wanted to ask you a question. This is an important question.
Yeah, right.
Who's your favorite comedian, and why are they not Latino?
I actually am very, very famously a big fan of Latino comedians.
Okay, great.
Yeah, Frankie Quinones.
Oh, I knew you were going to say that, and that pisses me off. Bitter, sworn enemy of mine, Frankie Quinones.
Vanessa Gonzalez, Aida Rodriguez. They're like, honestly, the list goes on and
The
on
list
and on.
goes on.
Latinos are very funny, and that's something that I always say, unlike other people around here.
Yes.
But thank you for that hard-hitting gotcha question that I sailed through with ease.
You did. I was trying to get your ass.
You were trying to get me, but I don't know. I don't know if you can really get the master, huh? What's your skincare routine like?
I'm going to tell you this. It's going to change because, like I said, long-time listener, first-time guest.
Yeah.
I was recently watching the Anthony Jeselnik episode.
The all-male episode, sure.
Yeah. and I saw him mention that he uses a scrub, and everybody was like horrified, like don't use like a friend.
Really,
of his
in the
told him.
comments?
No, he said that his friend was horrified listening to it, and you're supposed to use a cleanser. I use a scrub.
What is the scrub? Not St. Ives.
No, not St. Ives. A Neutrogena scrub.
Oh, okay. What type of skin do you have?
Bad skin.
Oh, come on. Is it what, dry, combination, oily?
I think it's oily.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then you have to use products to correspond with that.
What would correspond with oily skin? Like would a Neutrogena non-scrub do? And then just use lotion after?
It's like all the lines like Neutrogena, all that, they have stuff. So it will say for oily skin on there.
Okay.
Or like moisturizer for oily skin or whatever. You just have to like use the right products for what your skin is.
I'm going to look into this.
Okay, great. If you need any help, I'm happy to help.
Yeah.
Okay, who's your favorite comedian and why aren't they a woman?
Who is my favorite comedian? Why aren't they a woman? Let's see. Trying to think of
Oh, this is really tough. The minutes are just dragging on.
I'm so sorry.
The pause is probably the biggest pause we've ever had.
It is. Oh man.
I mean, there's actually been a lifetime between your answer and when I first asked the question.
My favorite comedian, Ramsey Badawi.
Right.
Yeah.
I love Ramsey. I'm a big fan, but
he's not a woman though.
He's not, and it just kind of says a lot about you.
But you assumed that I didn't have a favorite female comedian or a comedian who happens to be a woman.
Wow, beautiful phrasing.
Yeah.
I do.
I can name many.
Right.
Amy Miller.
Amy Miller's hilarious.
Yeah.
She's in
Felicia Folks.
Hilarious.
Yeah. Blair Saki.
Saki, yeah.
Yeah. The list goes on.
The list does go on. Laura Peak, hilarious. Okay, those are good names. Thank you for
Lori Kilmartin.
Yes, Lori Kilmartin is a killer. Okay, good job, Chris. Look, there was a lifetime between when you suddenly girls came to your mind, but like I think you came out well on that one. Okay, thank you, Chris. What makes you feel alive?
What makes me feel alive? Hanging out with, I feel like when I hang out with my nephews.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, when I hang out with my nephews, they're little kids.
Yeah, how many do you have?
I have immediate, like my sister's kids. I have 3. My oldest sister has a 2-year-old, and then my youngest sister has a 7 and a 5-year-old.
Whoa.
Because I feel like you got to be present around kids. Yeah.
I have 5 too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I do like that since we're a society that is increasingly never present with the digital psychosis and addiction we are all involved in. But that is the best thing about children, really.
I think one time I was on my phone and my nephew was like, saw me on the phone and he said, play with me.
Yeah, I know.
And then I felt so bad that I was like, yeah, let me put this away.
Yeah, or like get off there, or like whatever. Do you find that when you're with people, it is easy for you to stay off your phone?
Yeah, I think so. Because I try to give them attention and I try to be present for the moment because these things are so awful.
No, it's horrible.
They're pretty horrible, and I feel like I can be easily distracted. And I've seen my attention span get like
I know mine
suffer
too.
from it. So
Destroyed.
I try to sometimes I'll try to watch a movie. Like every now and then, me and my wife will put on a movie to watch that is like, and it's an exercise to not look at our phones.
I know. Isn't that sad that
It's
has to be a task, a Herculean task that is actually very difficult to complete?
Yeah, but you know what's crazy? So her aunt is a teacher. And this is how, and I'm not saying anything mind-blowing that people probably don't already know, but her aunt was a teacher and she taught at a school. It was like a private or charter school in the Bay Area. And, there's a lot of tech people up there. They would send their kids there because it was a non-tablet and phone school.
I know. Isn't that cool?
Isn't that great? They
cool,
don't want
crazy.
their kids on it.
No, totally. And it's like, it was like that movie where like all the, founders of major social media companies and like AI like all said that they will never allow their children to have it because it's designed to be addictive, like heroin and shit. Ugh,
it was like with that viral trend where all those like fast food CEOs were eating their burgers and they got to the McDonald's guy or one of those guys and he wasn't like really chewing it. He looked like unhappy.
Oh God, I know. Isn't that the way it goes?
Yeah.
Tell me, Chris, is there ever a time where your hair is not done? I know that all the audience has been dying for this question to be asked, and this is a never before heard exclusive, Spaced Out exclusive about Chris Estrada's hair.
I usually give it a rest when I'm at home and I don't have to do stand-up at night.
So what does it look like? Just a fro?
Kind of, yeah. I have really like
some 41?
I have like fine frizzy hair, kind of. I feel
Same,
like.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have fine frizzy hair?
Yeah.
Really?
Don't you think?
I don't think so. Is this part of your perm?
Yeah, I think the perm's kind of gone. It's like looking like it used to pre-perm, but
I thought you looked great with the perm. I remember when you got it, I was like, oh, that looked good on you.
Oh, thanks. It was real Lords of Dogtown.
Yeah.
That was not what I was going. I said I'd like to look less skateboardy.
Yeah.
I came out
looking
looking
like a 1970s skateboarder.
I did 100%. I looked straight off the half pipe in Venice Beach.
Yes, yeah.
And it was just interesting. It's not that it was bad, but it was like I specifically when I asked because I was. There was a whole fiasco. Basically, what I was looking to do was I saw on the TikTok girls were getting these Korean digital perms. And I've
seen that too.
Yes, and they have these beautiful, like, long, loose curls on thick, shiny hair, of which I do not have, completely different hair type. But I said to the guy, I would like to look less skateboardy and more refined. And I just definitely came out much more skateboardy.
Yeah. Yeah, but I thought it looked nice.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
That's literally the only nice thing you've ever said to me in my life. Okay, what do you believe in God?
You know, yes.
Are you saying that because your mom's going to listen to this or because it's the truth?
No, but there is times that I've told my mom that I don't know if I believe in God and she gets upset.
Yeah, there's no need to tell her that.
There's no need to tell her
No,
that.
like
There's
that could cause her great concern.
Yeah.
I know because when I was a kid and I was first being introduced to Catholicism, obviously I didn't know I was autistic yet.
Yeah.
And I took every single word as extreme truth and to the heart.
Yeah.
And I thought that I was responsible for my entire family's salvation. So that could be sort of something along the lines of what she's feeling.
I was the same way because I grew up Catholic.
Same.
And then when I always had this enormous guilt about everything.
Right, so do I.
Yeah.
I just pathologically feel guilty.
I feel guilty all the time. And then when
Born just as sinful, disgusting creatures.
And then I remember my grandma told me about the devil. And then I hated the devil. I remember I would spit on the floor when I was a little kid, and and I'd stomp on it.
See that I like that. That shows sort of like some chutzpah,
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
But,
you spit on Chris Estrada, child man spitting on the devil.
Yeah, but I think I do. I think I told my mom one time, not that I don't believe in God, but I don't think it's God the way I grew up believing in it. But then I shouldn't have told her that,
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. But I pray all the time, but it's not like to a Catholic God. It's like, I don't know. It's like.
But I have like, even though I don't know, I'm not super Catholic anymore but I still practice it. I feel like especially like Mexican Catholicism is different, and we have the Virgen de Guadalupe. You've seen around LA a lot of the murals. The Mexican Virgin Mary.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's comforting to me.
Yeah, totally.
Like I have her little statue in my car. I have a rosary hanging from.
It's like protection.
Yeah, it's all protection, and I feel something when I see the Virgin de Guadalupe. I feel, but I think it's also because it reminds me of my grandma and my mom and all that stuff.
Well, it's like ancestral.
Yeah, it's ancestral.
And I totally feel that. I even though I don't resonate with Catholicism at all, and just really religion in general, although I respect anyone's religion as long as they're not harming others. But
I respect them more if they're harming others.
That sounds like you. We're definitely gonna clip that. You can count on that, Chris. That'll be front and center on the page. That is absolutely
Chris Estrada exclusive.
1 million views.
Yeah.
Okay. Now when I walk into a Catholic cathedral, because I grew up in San Juan Capistrano where there's the mission and the basilica, and it is awe-inspiring. I'm sure a lot of horrible shit went into building it, but when you walk in there, they don't make structures like that anymore. It is so, there is something in there that just makes you, I don't know. I can't really even describe it.
I know. You feel something.
It's reverence.
Yeah. Yeah, you feel it. They build them in such a way that it's just it does feel like, even if I'm not a big believer, it does feel like, I'm kind of in a sacred place.
Yes, you feel sacredness. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot there. Are you neurodivergent?
No, I don't think so. Do I come? Not that there's anything wrong with it, but do I come
No, you
off?
have the audacity to come on this podcast. That was ableist. So you have a lot against neurodivergent people?
Do I have anything against them?
You do.
I do not.
Yeah, you definitely do. That's what you came on here to say, really, huh? Say it to my face.
Yeah, say it to your face.
Okay.
Do I come across as possibly being neurodivergent?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Like, isn't it crazy that I would... Now I feel like it makes my whole life make sense.
Yeah.
But, like, I've only known for, like, a little over a year, you know?
But I think I think I had told you, we had texts about this before where I went, you need to write about this because I think...
Oh, yeah.
Because I think it's so interesting.
Yeah.
Because I think it's interesting because you know, at your age now, you're looking back now and going, oh, wow, my life makes so much sense.
I know. Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense now.
There is grief for, like, everyone who gets diagnosed because I'm like, oh, like, nothing. I thought so much was wrong with me. Like, I was constantly, like, searching for answers and really was this thing or, like, why, you know, I have to... Anyone who communicates like indirectly, I don't feel at ease with. Like I can only understand direct communicate. I mean, there's so many things that go on and on and on. But it was interesting when you did text me that because the way that culture is treating it right now, unless you're like a parent or something who has a kid or whatever, is like, oh, everyone's trying to come up with a new thing to an ailment or like, and I even talk about it on stage, like people are like, you don't look autistic or like, and I'm like, it's hack now. Like the way that everyone treats it is like, stop bringing it up. Stop trying to have a thing.
I think I mean, the thing is, it's probably like how people say it's a spectrum. So I think everybody,
it is a spectrum.
I think everybody is on some sort of spectrum. You know, because I feel like as I've gotten older, and this probably has nothing to do with neurodivergence. But
are you about to talk about the Kinsey scale?
No, because I don't really know what that is. But I just feel like I get very sensitive to noises.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Like at a party, if it's like really packed, and I'm trying to talk to someone one-on-one,
sure,
it becomes like I go, I need to get out of here.
Yeah, same.
Like,
Same.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. It's not enjoyable. Or or when a restaurant and the music's too loud. Yeah. I'm 75. I really am. It's so nice. Okay, what makes you feel funniest?
What makes me feel funniest? Being around family. Being around family makes me feel funny.
And that's interesting that you say that.
Being around my wife and being around my family.
That's a really nice answer. Yeah. I hope she's, we'll have to send this clip to her.
I'm only saying this because we're going through a divorce process. No, I'm kidding.
I'll literally kill you.
No. Being around my wife, being around my family, stuff like that makes me feel funny.
How did you know you want to get married?
How did I know? I knew kind of early on because I felt like we got together when I was like 32, 31.
You've been together a long time now.
Yeah, we've been together for like 10 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
And I think when we started dating, I was like, oh, if I date someone, and I think she was on the same, because she's only a year younger than me. Mm-hmm. We were like, if we date someone, it's going to be a serious thing.
Like, you're both like, you're not like people who are trying to be out there, like your personalities.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to be like, we'll see how this goes. Like, I like her, so we should, and then, I probably knew because I was so like not doing well in life when we were dating. I'm like professionally and financially, and I'm doing a little better in life now, and I feel more stable now, but I think she was pretty patient, And then I just thought like...
Not an easy feat.
Not an easy feat.
Wow. Wait, that's cool. Yeah. I like that. Well, I get hope. because I'll listen, like some of your jokes, they really made me laugh. And a lot of my married friends do remind me of this, that like, you're like, talk about how awful your relationships were before.
Yeah.
So it was like a marked difference where you're like, oh, this is different.
Yeah, this is different. I used to joke around about how like I miss being in a toxic relationship.
Yes. It
makes you feel alive.
Right.
You know, you don't.
It's like
the
dopamine.
Yeah,
hit.
dopamine. Yeah.
Right.
I used to say that like you know, a woman telling me I'm gonna do shit with my life used to turn me on. But I think when I met my wife and we started dating and it was easy, I went, oh, this is what it should be like.
This is what it's supposed to be like.
This is what it's supposed to be like. Yeah.
Because you can't grow and last a lifetime with someone that it's
with chaos.
Like, yes, with chaos. Yeah. You'd be too exhausted.
Yeah.
What do you do when you don't feel funny?
I'm okay with it. I go, that's fine. I don't.
I'm kind of like that too.
Yeah, it's okay because I feel like I think people who are like center of attention funny need to be funny all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and even though I don't know, I guess we're stand-up comics, so we asking to be center of attention.
But like on stage,
Have you ever met people who want to be comics off stage who want to be the center of attention? That's not who I am. When I'm sad, I go embrace it, be sad.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I like that.
Be sad.
But how do you because we've over the years now, once in a while, if one of us bombs, like,
Yes.
how do you feel when you bomb? Like, what do you do?
I sometimes will go because I know I've been doing stand up 12 years now.
Yeah, I'm 13.
Yeah, 12 to 13.
Yeah.
I'm right around there too. So usually when I bomb, I feel like I've done it enough now that I go, whatever, just move on with your life.
Yeah,
you know?
it is what it is,
It
and
is
you
what
have
it
to
is.
start over tomorrow.
Yeah, you have to start over tomorrow. There is some bombs every now and then where I just go, I feel embarrassed.
No, I feel it.
I go, that was cringy.
100%. No, it shakes your entire nervous system.
Where I just go, stand up is dumb. Why am I doing this? Like, what a
What
waste
is
of time.
this?
Yeah.
I'm a weird, old clown.
Yes.
How did I get here?
But there is times that I can go where I bomb bad and I go, like the other day I had a bad set at the Comedy Store. And I was like, well, that crowd kind of sucked.
Yeah.
And I know when it's me and I know when
Yes, totally.
when the environment is not right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
to me, like when we've talked about this before, but like if I can feel that, I will feel more provoked sometimes if like what I normally do is like getting nothing or they're rejecting it or whatever.
Yeah.
That I will leave such a spectacle.
Yeah, that cracks me up. I love seeing it.
Well, I will bomb on my terms,
Yeah.
but if you bomb not on your terms,
That's a rough one.
it feels like you just
Yeah.
got hit in the face with a frying pan.
I like when I see you, and you're always funny, but when I see you, like, if a crowd's not like getting a joke,
Yeah.
you'll double down, and then you'll go into like what I call like wrestler mode.
Yeah, wrestler
where you're
mode.
on the mic and you'll be like, "Oh yeah, how about this?" That cracks me up. That makes me laugh because I think everybody's like, "Oh no."
No, they have no idea, and like everything, they're scared.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, this feels better than before.
Yeah, it's.
Just trying to mow through.
You know what? Bombing in real life is the one that really bombing
In conversation.
in conversation. I have bombed in front of people so bad in real life that those are the moments that
you'll think about like years later.
yeah, where I'll be like washing dishes
And it just comes.
and it comes to me and I go, oh no, like one time I bombed so bad. I put on a spectacle and I look like such an idiot. So I hate saying this because I'm being name droppy, but when me and Frankie were filming This Fool,
the Hulu, the famed Hulu show.
Frankie,
That actually was so good and
Thank you.
beloved, and everyone,
Yeah.
everyone loves it.
well, me and Frankie are very different. Like Frankie is like in the morning. It would be like a 6 a.m. call time, and he'd be like, "Hey, what's up, homies? I'm here!" And then he dances.
Does Frankie know that about your voice? That of
Yeah.
your voice? Hey, what's up,
Hey, what's up,
guys?
homies? Yeah. And I'm nice in the morning, but I'm not like energetic
this.
in the morning. Yeah, yes, exactly.
This is Chris at 6 in the morning. I have no idea. I'm just guessing.
Yeah, but I'm always like, hey, how you doing? And that's it, you know?
Uh-huh.
And one time we were filming a scene and Frankie was like being energetic and I was just like, and we were talking to the director, Matt Ingebretson, who helped create the show. Really funny guy.
I love him.
And then it was Michael Imperioli was in the show.
Oh, yeah. Love him, too. Christopher Moltisanti.
Yeah, the best. And so I made fun of Frankie. We were talking about a scene. And then I just go, you know what? I'm going to make fun of Frankie because he's right here. And I'm going to make him look like an ass. So, Frankie's shorter. Is a shorter dude. He's not like a short, but he's a shorter dude. Uh-huh. And I took off my shoes. And I got down on my knees and I put my knees into my, and then
I would die to see this.
And then I went, hey, what's up? I'm Frankie. I'm a little homie. And I thought everybody was going to die laughing. And everybody looked at me disgusted. And
you replaying this story to me right now is worth it.
I feel such deep shame. Matt looked at me like, he went, Chris, put your shoes on. And then Michael Imperioli looked at me and he just looked at me and he went, nodded his head. He nodded in disgust. And I thought, oh no.
The man from Sopranos doing that would kill me.
And I thought everybody was going to laugh. No one laughed.
Honestly, I probably would have laughed if I were there. I hate to give past
but I feel
Chris
like you
credit.
would have laughed at the fact that no one was laughing. Because you're a bully like that. And then you would have said, no one laughed at you.
I know. I would have probably been trying not to laugh because I did think it was funny, but because I wanted to be a bully. But that is objectively funny.
No one laughed.
You recounting that in your shame is also
It makes me feel so embarrassed.
Yeah, I love that for you. It's joy for me.
Yeah.
You should try to do that more often. I wish someone was filming that. That's hilarious.
I'm glad it doesn't exist.
We'll definitely clip that. No problem. Do you believe in aliens?
Yes.
But only as oceanic creatures, not outside of that?
No, I think there's probably aliens out in the universe, but they're like organisms. Like, I don't think they're aliens that come visit us.
Really?
Yeah.
So you just think... let me get this straight.
Yeah.
You just think they're amoebas out there floating?
Yeah. Like in another planet or
You don't think
something.
they have a brain or like any intentions or intelligence or anything?
Probably, but maybe like as a roly-poly or something.
You think they are knowledgeable roly-polies?
Knowledgeable? No. But I think they're just like, maybe in Mars there's like or some other planet, there's like a roly-poly or something.
So you don't think that there are alien ships anywhere and have never existed?
I just think they would have visited us by now.
They have, though.
But I think blatantly. Like in Independence Day.
Well, supposedly it's supposed to come in 2027. That's why they're doing Disclosure in 2026. That we will have alien contact in 2027.
So the movie Disclosure is a psyop.
I don't know if it's a psyop. Because I don't think Steven Spielberg, what I know of him as an artist.
Yeah.
It could be like...
You don't think he's compromised like that?
I don't imagine him being that way.
Yeah.
I think he's said that he's had interest in aliens since he made E.T.
Maybe this podcast is a psyop.
I wish that there was enough calculation for that to be true.
Okay.
But if someone did tell me that they were running a psyop on me, I would be a good candidate.
Yeah.
As an autistic girl.
Yeah.
People like to pull the wool over my eyes a lot, despite my extremely high IQ.
Very extreme. I meant that.
So you don't think there are aliens outside of roly-polies?
No, I don't
and no
think
ships.
so. No ships.
So you think those are our own ships and own UFOs?
I think they probably lie to us.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's a lot of like, probably like advanced technology that we have, like in terms of like, it's all these like, I think the reality is scarier. I think the reality is that like, weapons companies and the government probably have like these advanced like spacecrafts or aircrafts, and that are often like, well, people will be like, I saw something come out of the water. I think it's probably them, and they're using it for war crimes.
I don't think that that's all wrong. Like, I do think that, but they have different alien bodies in their possession, and they have been siphoning intelligence from them. Yeah. And so has China and Russia. Yeah. And there's a big problem. They're worried that we're going to blow us, eradicate the planet. And supposedly, these are all theories. We famously have zero fact checking on this podcast. That the Greys, the species of aliens called the Greys, they made their, this is all from TikTok, by the way.
A reputable news source.
Absolutely. Made their planet go extinct. They used all the resources in the same way that we are bullishly going through ours. And then they made, supposedly, this is lore, an agreement with, what's his name? Roosevelt?
Teddy Roosevelt, the former president?
Yes, that's the one, that they could abduct some humans to make hybrids. So that's why they say there are hybrid aliens walking among us. You might be one, actually.
You know what I've heard? I might be one. Who knows?
Yeah.
You know what the saddest thing is? Well, one, you might be one. It makes me think of like that movie Blade Runner.
Right, I've never seen that one. But
or that, where you don't know that you're a robot.
Right, like
and it's like
Matrix.
the saddest thing ever.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the saddest thing ever, because at the end, one of the robots dies and it goes, man, it's crazy that all these beautiful memories I have aren't real.
But I guess if they are a memory, they're real, though.
I guess so. But no, because he doesn't know when he started as a robot.
Okay. Yeah.
That's kind of the whole point of it. But I think, have you ever heard the theory that aliens are actually us from the
Yes.
That to me freaks me out.
I know.
That to me freaks me out.
Well, that would be along your line of parallel realities.
Yes. Yeah.
God, this is so crazy. Okay. Wow. What a riveting episode. What's your greatest dream?
What's my greatest dream? Well, I feel like people just being nicer to each other, probably.
Wow, I would have never, ever expected you to say that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, people suck, so I feel like people should be nicer to each other, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of a simple answer. I wish I had something more interesting to say.
I think that's really profound.
Yeah.
Something for me to chew on, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think...
Maybe I won't make fun of your run.
I feel like people... I feel like you're always going to make fun of my run. But I feel like people... I always thought like the notion of everybody loving each other is impossible, because some people aren't built like that. Like some people... A lot of people come with their own traumas and resentment. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the idea of sometimes like, I know I'm like that, where I'm like, everybody loves each other. Man, shut up with that corny shit. But if everybody can respect each other, right? I go, because you don't necessarily have to love someone to respect them. Yeah. You can respect their space, their autonomy, their existence. I go, I feel like that's enough.
Right. No, I love that.
And I think it's realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love that too. I feel like everyone's says that. I don't know how we do that more, especially because it feels like we're losing more connection. Yeah. With
probably getting off of like
on the offline
stuff like that. Like, yeah.
Going to the grocery store instead of like ordering. I don't know.
I always go. There are things like my wife said, oh, we could order that. I go, it's toilet paper. I'm going to go to Albert's.
You are like Kurt Vonnegut.
Yeah.
You know that thing he said? I think it was Kurt Vonnegut, where like his wife said like the same thing, like why don't you just put the letter here? He's like, oh no, and then it says like the importance of like going out into the world. Yeah. And
I remember one time when they started automating things at the bank. Yeah. One of the bank tellers was like, she told me, she goes, you could do that through there, and then I go, then I'm not gonna bother you. Yeah. I go, like I told her, I go, then I don't get to talk to you and bother you. Right. And then she's like, all right, that's a good point.
Wow, that's a beautiful moment. Mm-hmm. Do you have anything to complain about today?
I have a lot of things to complain about.
Just one, please.
Just one. I feel like I procrastinate too much. Yeah. So I gotta stop doing that.
Same.
Yeah.
Same, brother. Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you have anyone that we here, as you might know, I don't know how you got nominated, but we do have an official list of approved straight men on this podcast.
Yes, I've heard about this
Yeah.
list. Yes.
Yeah, you might have seen the signage in which you were inducted.
Yes, I saw that.
do you
And
have-
I replied to you. I said, wow, what an honor.
Yeah, well, Frankie nominated you, so there was nothing I could do about that.
Yes.
Do you have anyone you would like to nominate?
Anyone I would like to nominate?
Yeah.
Let's nominate Michael Imperioli.
Oh, love him.
Yeah,
To me, he was the scariest character on Sopranos.
because he was the most human.
He scared the out of me on
Yeah.
there. He's such a good actor.
He's such
when
a
he
good
when he
actor.
got on your show like that, I was
Yeah.
like, that's great. You have a soprano
Yeah.
on your show.
Yeah, he's just a good person. I don't know. I saw him recently, like on an interview, and
Yeah.
I listened to it. I go, man, what a centered, good guy who's like trying his best.
Right. Trying his best.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any galactic gossip for us? That's gossip about the space or universe or aliens.
Space or universe or aliens. One time I read this thing. This was not gossip, and this is like maybe it's wrong information, but I was reading that comic book,
No fact checkers here.
The Watchmen.
Uh-huh.
And one of the characters said, is a character named Dr. Manhattan, and it said that basically all the stars we're seeing are dead. Because
Whoa.
by the time the light arrives to us, that's already a dead star.
Whoa, that's some freaky ass
Yeah.
Dead Star sounds like a band.
Yeah, it does.
Well, I've never heard that. That was a pretty
Yeah.
good piece of galactic gossip. Thank you. Chris, please tell everyone where to find you.
You can find me on Instagram at Chris Estrada Comic.
Wow. Yeah, I like following Chris. He's got a lot of good clips. Watch This Fool on Hulu. It's an excellent show. Yeah, one of my favorite stand-up comedians. Obviously, I like to give him shit to no end, but really funny stand-up. So go see him. Go see him on the road. Go follow him. I think that you will like his stand-up. And, we support people on this podcast who don't do, I hate my wife comedy and stuff like that.
I don't do that.
Yeah, you don't do that, which is good. He walks his cat, which is weird.
Which is weird.
You need to learn how to run. And
I need to learn how to run better form.
You run so weird. Anyways, thanks for coming on this podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'll probably see you at work this week.
All right.
All right, get home safe. Oh, leave a 5-star review, please. It only takes you 1 second. It really is important. All right, love ya. Bye.